we'll start with somebody didn't start the game, and that was a lot of the talk. Obviously, going into it was the situation around Mo Salah having missed the game in Milan. We got the news on Friday night, didn't we, that he was going to be involved. And I don't know about you. I mean, you're closer to it than me, but I think the whole thing ended up being a bit of a win for Arne Slot almost, in terms of how it's all come about. And obviously you wouldn't have wished the injury on Gomez, but for him to come on in the first half, he looked focused. He looked like he wanted to be part of the team. He played well. I'm not going to say like he'd never been away, because I think there was still a bit of an oddness around it. But in the end, almost like water under a bridge for now. We know he's going away to the AFCON, so it's worked out as well as it possibly could have, really.
Yeah, I don't think it's the end of this storyline at the moment. You know, given what he said to us in the tunnel at Elland Road last week, means that there will be some more twists and turns in this one, I'm sure. But what it did allow Liverpool, or what it does allow Liverpool now, is the chance to kick it down the road a little bit with the Africa Cup of Nations. Obviously, Mo is not going to be involved now at Anfield for 2, 3, 4 weeks maybe, and that allows Slot the chance to, you know, he's picking a team knowing Mo Salah isn't there anyway, so he's got to find a solution without him. That is fine, and that is almost what he could point towards in the last few weeks, couldn't he? The fact that he's preparing for a world without Salah for however long, so he's looking to find solutions without him. And I thought he was good, really. You know, he could have had an assist as soon as he come on, didn't he? You know, not sure what McAllister is trying there, but you know, if he goes and sticks that away, you're looking on, you know, Salah getting an assist within, I think, a minute of him coming on. He gets the assist in the end for Ekitike, and you know that takes him clear of Wayne Rooney now, doesn't it? It's the most goal contributions for one club in the Premier League. So, you know, it was interesting seeing him a full time clapping the cop and walking off. And some people trying to read into it, aren't they, that maybe that was his goodbye, but I just don't see how that can be. Yeah. You know, surely that's not going to be the end of his Liverpool career, just shuffling away mid-season, you know, to AFCON, and then he never returns. You know, still best part of 18 months on his contract to run. Still got a lot to give. You know, he was unlucky 1 or 2 times on Saturday. Could have get an assist, could have had another assist, could have had a goal, couldn't he, with the one from Chiesa. And I thought he played well. He looked like he had a spring in his step. He had a little bit of a point to prove, having been left out on the Inter squad, and obviously starts 3 on the bench, doesn't he, the previous game. So, yeah, I don't think it's totally over yet. But for now, Liverpool can, you know, put it onto the back burner and try to find, you know, results without Mo for the next few weeks.
I mean, I agree with you. I was watching him afterwards. It didn't feel like a goodbye, did it? He was applauding the fans, but he does that after every game, and it didn't feel like goodbye. It did feel like an acknowledgement of what's gone on, I think.
Yeah.
And an acknowledgement of that he is going to be going away now. But as we can see from the back page there of the paper, you know, that quotes from Virgil van Dijk talking about how he wants him to stick around. I've seen Kanate saying the same thing. I've seen Curtis Jones saying similar. It's obviously been a big week for the squad in terms of what was said, what he said to you. But I don't think it's damaged the sort of squad harmony, has it? And the way that he played, I thought the effort was there. He seemed kind of determined to kind of put 90 minutes running into an hour, didn't he? Yeah. On the pitch.
Yeah. He wasn't, he wasn't disgruntled in his performance. You know, he certainly disgruntled at Leeds last week. You know, he didn't say any of that. I'm sure we're going over old ground now, but he didn't say any of that in the heat of the moment or anything like that. It was very much calculated. You know what he did, what he said, but. You know, the best way to go about sort of showing that you've maybe moved on is it in your performances. And obviously he holds talks with Arne Slot on Friday at the training ground on Liverpool's first day back after the trip to Milan, which he missed, of course. And yeah, it's what you want, isn't it? You know, you want your players to do the talking on the pitch, essentially. And it's just a shame he didn't stick that one away from Chiesa at the end, because that would have capped off a fine afternoon for him and Slot. And it would have been a nice way to sort of say, okay, all water under the bridge. Now, I don't think it's the last we've heard of this at the moment, but like I say, what it does is Liverpool now can kind of just forget about it for a little bit. Certainly front of house, Arne Slot isn't going to be getting asked questions about Mo unless it's Egypt related, I guess, because he's obviously going to be in Morocco, isn't he? And it's going to be interesting to see if he speaks in Morocco. Hopefully keeps his counsel, no more headlines from a Liverpool perspective. But yeah, a nice way to sign off, and hopefully he is back in the new year and spring in his step.
Yeah, so Mo off to Morocco, and of course, if you'd like to access any of his favourite Liverpool podcasts or websites or articles that he wants to read from your good self, he would want to do so safely, wouldn't he? And so hopefully Mo has got NordVPN on his laptop over in Morocco, and to get, if you haven't yet, Mo, to get the best discount off your NordVPN plan, you can go to nordvpn.com/bloodreds, and our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee, and the link is in the podcast episode description box below. Mo, make sure you get it.
This is the Blood Red podcast from the Liverpool Echo, giving you the inside track on all the big talking points from Anfield.